Hey Grant, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
So good to see you. And as I was mentioning to the esteemed group here, we are now joined by Grant Enfinger. And Grant, heading into this weekend's action at Richmond Raceway. How are you feeling about the truck? How are you feeling about going into the weekend?
I definitely feel great about it. I feel like this is a great opportunity for us on this 98 Tundra team. Taking the same truck that we ran there last year, same basic setup. It's the same tires, so hopefully we can duplicate the result. Obviously, things are going to be different with being a daytime race. I feel like it's going to be a little slicker out there with hopefully a little bit of sunshine on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome. We are going to go ahead and roll right in. Our first question will come from Bob Pockris. Go ahead with your question, Bob.
Yeah, Grant, can you kind of summarize how the season has gone now that you've kind of been racing for two different teams?
Um, it's been going okay. We definitely haven't set the world on fire. I feel like we had pretty good speed at Daytona right off the bat. I think since then we've had okay speed. We haven't just set the world on fire, like I said, but we've been solid. I feel like Bristol a couple weeks ago gave us a little bit of momentum. I think we had to step out of the box a little bit, myself and J Rod. But I feel like things are progressing the right way. I feel like I don't know when it's going to just click and we're going to have that raw speed that we're looking for, but I do have full confidence we will get there before the end of the year.
And do you still have any hopes of kind of a waiver to get in the playoffs, or is that decision done and those hopes over?
I don't know that as far as a decision and all that's in NASCAR's hands. I don't think they'll grant me a waiver at this point. But I'm going to try to compete in all the races I can, whether it be a truck or an Xfinity car or a late model or whatever I can do. I plan on staying busy. So just have to kind of see how that goes. But really, that doesn't change my mindset for right now. It's just winning races. I could honestly kind of care less about stage points at this point. Which is kind of how we've approached since the beginning of this year. So we're just going to go out for wins, and we might throw a few Hail Marys along the way.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Bob.
Our next question is going to come from Stephen Toronto. Go ahead with the question, Stephen.
Grant, I actually wanted to ask you about Josh Berry winning in the Xfinity Series last week. You've stayed close with the short track ranks since you've been in NASCAR, and Josh Berry obviously is really a short track guy when you boil it down. What was your reaction to him winning? And then what was the sense of the reaction that you got from competitors at that rank, seeing Josh win a race at this level and thinking about what it might do for some guys in the short track ranks who might be looking for an opportunity to make it up to NASCAR?
Yeah, I honestly don't personally know Josh Berry. I know his story, and I followed his late model career. He's run a different type of late model than I have. He's more of a late model stock guy. But man, I think I can speak for all the true racers that we love to see stories like that. I mean, I think that is what kind of keeps the dream alive for a lot of the guys that are living the grind and just working hard on their Saturday night car, and they're working on it each and every day of the week, and spending every dime they have, and begging and borrowing to make it to the racetrack. I think as a racer, you like to see stories like that, and there's you look through the course of history, and it seems like a guy like that slips through the cracks every year or two. So I personally, I love it. This sport takes so much money, and the business model is so upside down, and has been for so long, that a lot of these opportunities are about family money, and about just money. Is basically the root of a lot of these opportunities. And when you see a guy get there on just perseverance and talent, you definitely like to see that.
Gotcha. Thank you, Grant.
Our next question is going to come from Dustin Albino. Go ahead with your question, Dustin.
Hey, Grant, you said you plan on staying busy. Outside of the races left with Thorsport, do you have anything lined up?
Nothing officially. We've talked about running the super late model again sometime. Really don't have a schedule or anything for that. But really, no, not at this time. So hopefully we're able to piece together some stuff. And like I said, we'll just have to kind of see how it goes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Our next question is going to come from Troy Swaino. Go with the question, Troy.
Hey, Grant. So are there any tracks on the schedule that you don't have lined up with Thorsburg right now that you want to try to find a ride with for now?
All of them. You know, I've talked to Duke about, you know, just kind of one-offs here and there and stuff like that, and he's good with it. But you know, there's still opportunity to run some more races with ThorSport on down the road. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see how this year goes. I definitely don't think this is a year that I'm going to have too much leeway and know too far in advance for what's going to happen, other than my 12 races that are secure there with ThorSport Racing and Champion Power Equipment.
Good deal. Well, Grant, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Good luck at Richmond Raceway.
Thank you, guys. Hopefully you'll see a good one on Saturday afternoon.